Are you seeking help to know what is the blockchain and what is the limitation? No worry, I'm here to help. Assalamualaikum and hello world. My name is Alimin and I am here to tell you guys what is the blockchain and what is the limitation. Blockchain has been used around the world, including in the Bitcoin and also the banking institution services. So, what is the blockchain? Blockchain is the mechanism programming or system that track and record from the financial transaction to medical record and even for the investment purposes. So when you change the data, for example the ownership of the land, the data will not be rewritten, but it will add another blockchain at a particular time and date to know who is the latest ownership. The blockchain also connect with another company. Blockchain was designed to be decentralized and distributed across a large of network around the world. What does that mean? For example, let's say I'm from the financial institution, from the bank, and you are my client, you are my customer, and you want to use my services. So before we get into the contract, I will check your financial in the securities, CTOS and the BNM. So all the information I will access to know your financial stability before we get into the contract. It link between one to another company. That is a little bit how the blockchain works. So you already know what is the blockchain. So the main point here is, what is the limitation of the blockchain? And what is the barrier? What is the advantage of using this blockchain before we get into it? Let's go. Firstly, the scalability is an issue. Before this, the blockchain was being implemented in the Bitcoin, but it quite lagging using this blockchain. This is because the blockchain can only read 7 transactions per second, and it cannot go beyond than that. If many people using this blockchain, it might be lagging because so many people in the blockchain, right, in the system. And if you want to get into the contract, you might need to wait for your turn because it can only proceed 7 transactions per second. Let me take an example for you for the better understanding. So one day, you drive a car so happy, very happy. You drive a car very happy. Then suddenly you need to go through the toll plaza. If there is no many people there, so you will drive smoothly and go through straight to the heaven. But what if there is so many people to go on the vacation? You will get stuck in the traffic jam, right? Or maybe some of you will say, I will not get stuck in the traffic jam because I have the driving skill and I will go smooth. So we will say, yeah, you will get smooth, you will go smooth and straight to the hell because you have an accident. No, I'm just kidding. The theory is still the same with the Bitcoin. If there is so many people in the blockchain get into the transaction, the blockchain will get stuck and lagging because so many transactions need to be processed and keep the track. So many people and so many lagging. That is the first issue. Next, some blockchain consume more energy. Why? This is because some blockchain need to keep the data of the client, the data of the financial, the data of the CTOS, secrets and whatsoever. So it consume more storage to keep the data and it's up to 400 gigabyte. That is quite a large, right? So that's why we have the terabyte. Terabyte means equals to 1000 of gigabyte to keep our data only. So other than that, the blockchain also need to be updated day by day to keep track. So the updated for one day are 500 megabyte. It is quite a large and huge storage to store the data and our information. That is the second issue in the blockchain. Lastly, not completely secure. Before this blockchain have been hacked by known as 51 attack and lose 2 billion cryptocurrency in the Bitcoin. And that is fact. So how the 51 attack works? The data in the blockchain, it has unique features because it can be only changed if you have more than 51% controlling the data. If you not controlling 51% of the data, you cannot change the data in the blockchain. So this hacker have controlling the Bitcoin at that time and stole 2 billion cryptocurrency at that time. And they have the control 51% of controlling the Bitcoin. So they stole 2 billion cryptocurrency at that time. So this mean what? This mean if we keep our data at this blockchain at that time, our data might not be secured completely and we can be hacked by the hacker. As my suggestion and recommendation, I hope that the Bitcoin can join venture and bind together with other expertise in the programming in one umbrella. So the system will be more convenient, innovation and more secure. And the more important thing is follow the API procedure. Then until we meet again next time, Assalamualaikum. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and stay tuned with Alimi Fadi.